Look who I'm sneaking up on. The Bullet Council over here.
What's going on, Mr. Bell?
Meeting other minds over here, man. Man, what's going on? What's going on, T, man? You been photobombing everybody there. I got you there, man.
Chillin', what's going on?
Man, what's going on, man?
Nothing. Down here in Emporia. I brought the sunshine with me.
Oh, you brought the sunshine with
That's why it ain't raining no more.
Man, what's going on with you in 2016?
Nothing, man. Just you know, same old. Staying below the radar, trying to stay relevant. You know, knock out a couple of these shows for the year. Have a good time. Meet some new people, new friends. Have a good time.
Hey, man, for those that don't know, man, you got that little bad girl up for sale, man.
Actually, yeah, she's for sale. The puppy. She's no name. I have no name for her. She's a guap daughter. She's 2 times big money. Originally, you know, West Coast Gotti blood. You know, all that Foundation Gotti stuff. So she's really, really nice. Somebody come get her. Can't keep them all.
Oh man. And then we actually, man, I'm trying to get it out of the Alton over there and see if you might got the little inside secret, man. You think you know RKC Nationals will be this year? Or is that top secret, man?
Nah, I don't know nothing. So I don't think none of us know anything yet. So we'll have to see what Fave comes up with, you know. So
where you think it might be?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it at that. I don't know. I would say just, you know, Florida was really nice from what I understand. We're going back to Florida, I believe, in July. So they had a really nice turnout in Florida. A lot of dogs in Florida. So, and then we got May. We got Cali kicking off in May. So we got a couple other places that we're trying to get in Kentucky and Ohio. So you know, it could be anywhere. Honestly, it could be anywhere.
What's the next judging gig for you?
I don't know yet. Honestly, I'm hoping maybe we get down to Florida in July. And we'll see what happens. Whatever they say. Whatever they say.
And let me ask you, man, since I got you, man, you see a lot of dogs. How you feel about the state of the bully game right now? And what you're seeing with the dogs and the direction of how to look up the breed is going and everything.
Right. Honestly, man, it's funny you asked that because we were just talking about that about a month ago with someone. I think it's coming back to almost the original look. You know, we had a couple years ago, you know, we had the phase of the smaller dog. Everybody wants smaller dogs, shorter dogs. A lot of those dogs were very incorrect. Now I think it's coming back to that because a lot of the smaller dogs and shorter dogs are not living. You know, you're getting 2 and 3 years out of those dogs. People spend a lot of money on those dogs and they're not panning out, and not living. So what they'll do is they're wasting their money. So now I think what's happening is it's coming back to almost what the original bully looked like. Maybe a little more blocking, maybe not as big or tall or whatever it may be, but more functional, more longevity with the dog. So that's what I think is happening now. So I'm excited about where the breed is going now.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate your time and T as always, man. Hey, man, how the weight training going, man? The lifting and everything.
It's going great, baby. 6 days a week. Couldn't get in today. I was mad. I ain't got no gym out here in Emporia. Bring a Gold's Gym to Emporia.
Hey, man, you gonna lift some big blocks of hay over there.
All right, now.
All right, peace. Yep. And look what I rolled up on, Mr. Antonio McCLENNY. What's good, man?
Yeah, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Man, the man who travels everywhere, every registry, no matter.
Try to. I support the breed, man. I just want to support the breed. Any registry, ABKC, RKC, CBR, IBKC. As long as it's competition, I'm going to show. I'm going to show.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Let me ask you, man, for people that don't know, you deal with the XL.
Yes, sir. XLs, extremes. Yeah,
now, why is that still important for you when you see the trend always, people going what's hot right now with the exotic? You seem to maintain with what you like, which is XL and extreme.
I think for me, I like big dogs, number one, and then I'm not gonna waver with a trend. You know, for me, I came up with a plan. I wrote a script, and I'm gonna stick to my script. You know, and so far it's been paying off. I think a lot of people have great plans. I think they're just not disciplined enough to maintain and stick with that plan. And so, they tend to waver from their plan, and then, they end up falling off. But I think it's just due to them not being disciplined enough to stick to the plan that they sat down and they came up with themselves. So.
Now, for those that don't know, you started out Rick Ross in the ABKC.
Yes, sir.
He's a grand champion ABKC.
Yes, sir.
Next move you went with?
Ross to the RKC.
RKC.
He's a grand champion in the RKC.
Grand champion RKC.
And then I went to IBKC. He's won 3 best in shows in the IBKC, and then and now I showed him in the CBR, and he's won 2 best in shows there. So we'll try to get the IBKC championship status and possible grand, and then we'll try to get the CBR championship status and possibly grand, and then that'll be it for him. So hopefully we can get that in the next year or so, and that'll be it for Ross. Well, my next face is RKC champion Yokozuna. He's already a champion with the RKC. Definitely plan on hitting the ring heavy with the ABKC. Familiar with them and the competition over there, so it's definitely tough. But welcoming the opportunities just to get out there and show my dogs and show my work, and I thank all the registries for their platform, man. Just to give us the opportunity to do what we do, show our work.
I gotta ask you, man, what really got you into showing?
I'll probably say the biggest thing is I like to compete. I'm a football coach, a high school football coach. I was at Ocean Lakes for 5 years, 2014 state champion, and then and now I'm at Bishop Sullivan Catholic High School. So big shout out to my boys at Bishop Sullivan Catholic High School football. But I really enjoy competing, and so that's what got me into showing and competing with the dogs. I work my dogs a lot at home, and I figure, what better way to prove how good they really are than to go out and to show and compete against other dogs and other handlers. So.
Now I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. I asked you this one before. Let's see if you remember. What's the question I asked you down at the ABKC World Cup? Your aspiration.
To be a judge.
To be a judge now. Is that still in the plans?
I think so. I think a few opportunities have presented themselves, and just trying to work my my schedule, and just with me being busy and being a father and being a husband, making sure that I have those priorities intact first. Making sure everybody, everything with that is good first, which is great, but just making sure I have time. My daughter is a swimmer, and my son plays t-ball and soccer, so just trying to juggle everything, and then being a football coach and being a husband, being a father, it's time consuming. So, but I think eventually it'll happen. I'm
gonna ask you, man, because I'm a family man myself, married. Okay. How hard is it to juggle all the different things that you're involved with, also being a family man, and keep, what they say, happy wife, happy life?
Yeah, I think we got a happy medium. I support her, she support me. We both support our kids, and I took a break in 2015, and because my wife wanted a bigger house and a new house, and so I didn't show at all. Only thing I did was focused on getting the bigger house and rebuilding my kennels and all of that, and it worked out. So it's I think as long as both of you guys are on the same page, I think it's pretty easy. I think it's doable. It's definitely doable. So.
I see you in the rain a little bit. I don't want to keep you out here too long in the rain.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We practice and we train in all sorts of weather. So we gonna perform. We definitely gonna perform. It won't matter.
Now, what's one of the main things, off subject, dealing with the dogs, what's one of the main things that you want to teach your son that you probably didn't get a chance to learn?
I would probably say my biggest thing is just being disciplined enough to train, because I feel like being disciplined enough to train is universal. I think it works all the way across the board, in the classroom, on the football field, on the baseball field, on the basketball court, whatever you're doing in life, in the classroom, you know, being disciplined enough to train and prepare. And so that'll be the biggest thing that I definitely want to pass on to my son. And if he decides to do bullies, then that'll be, you know, be disciplined enough to train.
One of the things that was really impressive about you, you know, you do a lot of mentoring with the young people.
Yes, sir.
And how difficult is that for you at times when you might find a young man who might not have that father figure in their life?
I would say, you know, having grew up, you know, how I grew up, you know, with my biological father not being there, you know, as much as I would have wanted him to, but definitely had a great influential man in my life, you know, and I refer to him as my father as well, my stepfather. So when I get an opportunity to work with a young man, or to help a young man who, you know, who may not have that positive male figure in their life, you know, I embrace it, and I try to take every opportunity that I can to teach him some things that I would have like for someone to teach me, you know, if I were ever in that position.
Yeah, I remember because I had you on a radio show 2 years ago, and you really talked about that, and you know the things that you had there went through with your biological, but you know y'all have a relationship.
Yeah,
man.
we have a good relationship, man.
Yeah.
Great relationship. We had a great relationship with my biological father. I have a great relationship with my stepfather, which I never refer to him as stepfather, you know, with my other dad too. I think we have an awesome relationship. So, you know, great men. I think both of them did their job.
And let me ask you this: do you ever have aspirations to being a head coach, or you like where you are, your status right now?
Well, with me moving on to Bishop Sullivan Catholic High School, I'm actually now the defensive coordinator now. So that's definitely a step up from being a position coach, and you know, glad for the opportunity, grateful for the opportunity, and you know, but right now I don't really see head coach right now, but I'm kind of one of those guys that I just take it in stride, you know, one step at a time. You know, I try not to look too far ahead. You know, I try to stay focused on the moment, you know, and that's it, you know. So if head coach comes and I'm ready and prepared and able to handle everything that comes along with it, then maybe one day head coach. But right now, I am happy and content with being the defensive coordinator, because that in itself presents enough problems.
Yeah, I see you working out with young men, man. Y'all got a great facilities from what I see, man. Like,
Yes,
man,
sir.
I don't know high schools really. I saw they were like some college campuses I went to, man.
Yes, sir. I mean, we just, you know, working, just trying to help the guys get better, help them to get into college, help them in the classroom, not only on the football field, but in the classroom, because they can't play football without the education. So, you know, and it helps, you know, at Bishop Sullivan Catholic High School. I mean, it's a great facility, great education, and it's a great opportunity for our young men to better themselves and to give themselves a better opportunity to move on to a higher education, going on to college. You know, so.
Hey, man, I really appreciate your time as always. You're a great asset to the bully community,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I'm proud of everything you're doing, big dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, let's check out your boys, man, real quick on here.
Okay, we can do that.
Look at this boy. Yeah.
This is champion, RKC champion Yokozuna. He's Ichiban's son, champion Ichiban's son, owned by Benny Chavez out in California. So he was owned by Ed Shepard for a while. But yeah, this is Yokozuna, Ichiban's son. He's here on the East Coast, doing a great job. Still young, still got a lot of growing and developing to do. But I love him, man. I love him. I love this. His head shape and this look on a big dog.
You know what's so crazy? Like you said, it came off, Ed Shepherd, y'all. I know a lot of people say Dax is the favorite, but Ichiban is probably one of the baddest dogs. Probably I would say the baddest dog for real.
In my opinion, I think, in my opinion, that's the dog. In my opinion, I mean, I love him. I love him. He has it all: head, neck, body, bone, temperament. I just love the dog overall. To me, he's an excellent produced dog.
Look at his head.
And I think he did a good job in producing him. I think he did an awesome job in producing him. And his mother is Blue Sher Khan, owned by Maximus Primes in Virginia Beach. So big ups to Maximus Prime, and I think I was with Maximus Prime when we produced this boy, and I think we did great work together. But big ups to Maximus Prime, man, for this awesome specimen.
He is, man.
And Benny Chavez out there, and Benny Chavez and Ed Shepherd, man. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Now we're about to check out the real Rick Ross.
This is Ross, Grand Champion, ABKC Grand Champion, RKC Grand Champion, 3 IBKC Best in Shows, 2 CBR Best in Shows.
Yeah.
Rick Ross. So he has another year or so of showing, and then he'll retire. So, but I think as an XL, I don't know if he's the most decorated XL to ever hit the Bully show ring, but when we finish, that's my plan. I definitely want to be able to have that title, the most decorated XL of all time. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Hey, man, good luck on showing today,
sir.
man.
Yes,
you just
sir.
came off Best in Show CBR.
Yes, sir. We won our first time showing CBR. We won Best in Show, both shows.
Took a little cash home.
I think we went home with somewhere around $700.
Nice pocket
and some great ribbons. I would call them horse ribbons. And so big ups to CBR, man. I really appreciate this, the platform and the opportunity for us to show what we do.
All right, man. Thank you for your time as always.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.